Farewell. And apparently we're splitting the party. Even more.
Well, we can
Yay.
add that to the list of things I wasn't expecting. Well, not the splitting the party part. The part where Kalani doesn't go with them part.
Yeah. This the
This is the biggest split I've
I
seen in
blame
anything
Del.
ever.
Yep. 2 are
I-
going to Thela, 2 are staying on Dantooine, and 2 are going from Thela to Dantooine to Ventooine.
I blame Del.
And going to Ventooine after. So do I.
He convinced John to stay and Kalani and yeah, I was thinking that Kalani was going to be going along on this little trip too, but but then the conversation with Del happened, and yeah.
Okay, Kalani. So after you disembark, the ramp closes and the engines fire up and the ship takes off.
I'll watch kind of sadly as they leave. Oh boy.
Yeah, so it flies off into the atmosphere as you stare after it. Okay, so back on Thela, what is happening? All I know is that the Thela music is playing.
Well, there's this ship that I'm trying to get to move.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still talking with, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that conversation is happening sooner than the 4 hours it's going to take to repair the ship, so we can go to that conversation.
Yep.
Yeah. And then once that conversation is done, we can just kind of like skaboom, like skip forward. And...
Well, I don't know if I can spare you a space-worthy transport that's large enough. Like I said, if I give you an airspeeder, you could teleport that there, but you'd have to return it to me at the end because the pilot couldn't fly that back here.
Oh yeah, you're right. But if you can spare it, I think that would work.
I don't see what other options you have unless you want to talk to Lovelace.
No, I don't think we have time to do more negotiations, but I guess since we have a few hours, wouldn't hurt to see if she has anything more space worthy, I guess.
Well, at least if I spare you this, I have your ship in return.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be coming back for it. So you're sure this airspeeder can achieve orbit long enough that it should be safe? Let me just check with Picard on that.
Yeah.
Come back to Vikas. Vikas, so Gambler was informing me that the airspeeders can actually achieve orbit for a limited time. Would that be enough for us to be able to get places? Because that has enough carrying capacity.
Do they have sublight engines?
Do they have sublight engines?
Depends on what the definition of sublight engine is. They have more than repulsor
Starship
lifts.
engines.
They don't have starship engines. No, they're not starships. But they have
repulsors.
engines other than repulsor lifts. They just don't. They're not meant for space flight, but they can achieve orbit.
Can they achieve orbit from the other direction?
If you teleport them into orbit,
I'm not sure I can do that. I can hit the same star system.
okay, Del. So that's what Picasso tells you.
Okay, I'll check and get with Governor Lovelace, see if I can find a better option, but as for right now, that's what we've got. I'll keep you informed. Alright, do you have communication with Governor Lovelace from here?
Of course we do. How else would we maintain negotiations and relationships?
Sure, how are those going?
Well, did agree with the colonists that we could settle here as part of our original plan, but there are further complications that turns out that some of the senators of their old planet survived because they were on Coruscant at the time the planet was destroyed. They're less friendly towards us than the colonists are, and they also think they should be in charge, which Lovelace isn't too happy about.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it's not exactly the same planet that they were elected to represent. Anyway, I'm sure that will eventually work itself out, but that sounds a little tense.
Indeed.
Alright, so I guess can we make the call then?
Yep, so he passes you through to Lovelace. Do you want to make a guest appearance, Ariana?
Sure, I need.
No,
Hilda.
no, she's gonna convert her complete distrust of Dell over to Lovelace. No, don't do it, Kyrath.
I'm a good GM. I can direct. Has he ever met Lovelace?
I think so. When he first came to Thela, I think he did. I'm assuming, potentially. He had to land, so he got clearance to land.
Hold on a second, I'm checking. I think that... Yeah. Governor Lovelace was the one who contacted all the party and told them that a Keldor named Delphian was looking for them.
Okay, so it's a simple, just greeting.
Yeah, basically when he landed on the planet, he said, "Hi, I'm Delphian." Pretty much.
Okay then.
Yeah, this is gonna go great. That's why the gambler's in on this call.
The only one who would help is Picaz, sort of.
Yeah. Let's let the gambler introduce the call because that sounds better. Have fun, Kyrath.
Okay, fine.
That makes a lot more sense than me just randomly saying something because you have the communication window, so.
Okay,
I know
so,
it's more entertaining if
yeah.
I just wing it, but
Okay, so yeah, he calls Governor Lovelace. Hi, Becca.
Hello. Gambler, right?
Yes. I'm assuming your people are aware of the destruction of that Sith cruiser a few hours ago.
Where would be a good term? My security chief's almost a little panicked about it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it was the result of the spirits, but they had a little bit of interference by some of our mutual acquaintances, namely Picaz and his new friend Dell. I'm not sure if you've met him.
I've met him once. But just because of him? What about the others?
I think the others are on Dantooine with the Jedi. That's why I'm calling. Dell has told me that he needs to get to Dantooine as quickly as possible, and he needs transport since he crashed their ship. But we don't have anything that we could spare.
User disconnected from your channel.
So he wants to know whether you can spare a space-worthy transport that can hold up at least 4 people.
I see. Well, let me, give me a moment. I'll need to confer with my people and see what we can do for you.
Okay, Dell, roll a persuade roll, even though you didn't say anything.
Because
someone
Dell
noticed?
is offline, he got disconnected.
User
Oh.
joined your channel.
And welcome back.
Okay, Dell, roll persuade.
Okay, there. You there, or are you still technical difficulties?
yeah, I'm gonna use a force point.
User in your
Good
channel
choice.
timed out.
Um.
Yeah, so they can spare a transport that basically has been cannibalized to help with the colony, but
User
it's still
entered your
marginally
channel.
space-worthy. Oh, he wasn't there. Forgot about that, because he rolled still in roll 20, but yeah. Okay, yeah, so basically they can afford a small transport that's been cannibalized to help with the colony, but it's still space-worthy.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Governor Lovelace.
Of course. If there's anything else we can help you with, just let us know. And at some point, we're going to have a larger discussion about what's going on in the skies.
Yeah, as soon as we get this thing resolved, I was planning on coming back anyway. We kind of owe a lot to Ramai here and now you, so I expect that we will be returning.
Yes, well, don't be surprised if you come back and Sharp is a bit more tense around all of you. You just know how he is.
I only met him briefly, but I can imagine he's not been too happy with what's been going on.
No, he isn't. Well, if there's nothing else.
Oh, I think that's it. We should be over there soon-ish, within the next couple of hours, hopefully. But thank you again.
Of course. I'll make sure that preparations are made for your arrival.
Alright. I'll see you soon.
She ends the transmission.
Alright. Well, I guess that's a lot better than I thought it was going to.
So I'm assuming we have to wait for Pakaz. You're really breaking up.
Yeah, can you do something with the pals? I gotta go AFK for a second. But I don't really have anything else to talk about with the gambler, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because it takes you about 8 hours, but you can fix the repulsor lifts and also get the computer back online so you can access it.
Yay!
So what do you do with the computer once it's on?
I download the newly translated stuff and then wipe the computer clean of the ship's computer clean of any of that stuff.
Okay, we'll use computer.
One moment. Okay, let me see. I'm going to use a force point. Double ones again? What is this?
Yeah, so do you want to be the one to pilot the ship back towards Sun Guard City?
Do they have better pilots or something?
I mean, yeah, there's been a repair crew working with you on the ship that the gambler sent that came in the second airship.
Okay. Well, I mean, whoever I think would get us there in one piece best. I mean, I don't care otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, so one of them pilots the ship and you fly along as the co-pilot, since you're a little bit more familiar with the workings of the ship. So yeah, so you arrive in the Sun Guard settlement, and then you meet up with Dell. and then two of you are flown to New Thenai. What do you do about the droids and Bob?
Bob and my tiny droid at minimum are coming with me, cloaked. Realistically, I probably take the army of droids with us because we're going to fight Sith on a Sith planet. I mean, do I think I could fit them all on the ship?
Yeah, the droids are tiny, so they'll fit on the ship. There's also probably more space on the ship than there would otherwise be because it's like a bare bones. So there's a lot of empty space where there should be components like weaponry systems and other stuff.
Okay, that's good. If Lex's droid is still there, I will leave it just for the simple fact that, I mean, if it's still alive, and she somehow lives, at least she has something.
Okay. Do you tell it just to stay on the ship or hidden, or where do you tell it to go?
I tell it to hide on the ship and to wait for Lexa
Okay.
and reveal itself to her. And let's see. Also, before we leave the gambler settlement, I asked him to have people look at the ship and make sure that I did a decent job of wiping the computer of what I downloaded while I was still in orbit.
Okay.
Because somehow I know that the world is working against me when it comes to computer things. And yep, that's what I do.
Okay. So, yeah, so once you make it to New Thenai, you board the ship, which looks even sketchier than the Millennium Falcon.
That's saying something.
It's also a lot smaller.
That's expected.
So you guys all get on board.
Yep.
Is your microphone working again, Kylar? Okay. So, one other thing. Do you guys leave Dirk there to recover? Almost forgot about Dirk. Well, no, I almost forgot about it.
No, I'm not. I will make sure we wait until Dirk has recovered enough to not be in horrible pain while walking around.
Yeah, I mean, in the 8 hours, they treated him enough that he's fine now. He's just got a temporary cast on.
Yeah, so I would make sure to get Dirk because he's my computer's officer.
Okay.
I apparently can't do computer stuff without him, so.
Okay, so you, the droids, Dirk, and Del all pile onto the ship and then take off. So if you can roll use the Force to make sure you don't get a natural one again.
Not a natural one.
Okay, so you appear in the Dantooine system. Just a little bit away from the planet.
And I calms Kalani and asks her to get us clearance to land at the Jedi Temple because, yeah.
I'll work on that.
Okay. Yeah, you get clearance to land, although there's some confusion.
Yeah.
Kalani tells them that they need to land because they're like, wait, there's in our record that they are already landed.
Well, actually, no, because we're landing a different ship.
Does she tell them the transponder ID, or does she tell them like the identity of the people who are landing?
I don't know.
I was going with that she like tells them both, and they're like, oh, we already have them booked in our system, but
Didn't
she's just
well, they
going with the
left.
ID of the ship.
They didn't
Well,
notice that they
I-
left.
You know, there should have been a commotion when there was a loud bang as the air rushed in to fill the space where the ship used to be.
Yeah, they definitely noticed. They just didn't tell the docking authorities.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
the
what,
docking
ship is
Jedi
gone?
are just like,
What?
Yeah, that would have freaked them out because there'd be a definite.
It also
notice.
may or may not have been caught on camera.
There would have been they're all Jedi. They know that Force powers were used right there. So,
Mhm.
thinking about this, there should be a huge commotion over this whole situation. That
We couldn't have
none of us
left
are privy
orbit
to.
before you teleported the ship the first time, huh?
I mean, I thought about all of this, but I wasn't going to be super mean and have you guys have to deal with that. I was just going to say that there weren't very many Jedi in the temple, and they were all distracted by Kalani's knighthood ceremony, so they didn't overtly notice. But we can pretend that they all notice if you want them to go on a crusade to find out what happened.
No, can we not? Just don't listen to Bazak, he's crazy.
Well, maybe after the war calms down, they can look at the security footage and find out what happened.
Yeah, we don't need Picaz murdering every Jedi in the temple.
Yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't do that, but levity.
Okay, so Picaz lands the ship in the Jedi temple.
In the separate dock is they've just now started to cordon off the dock where we disappeared from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Kalani and John, you can meet them outside the ship when they land.
Yeah, I comms both of them and just like, okay, we're here.
Okay, so I go back to where the ship is landed.
There's the ship. It's so beautiful. Kalani, are you there? Do you? Okay, so you guys get on board the ship.
Yeah. While we were waiting for all this, was there any progress with the situation on Dantooine? Getting the council to help with the hut and everything.
Yeah, did you want to go try to find Elise or something? Talk to her about that while you're waiting?
Her or
And
my
your master.
master.
Good, gives me time to go AFK for a minute.
Yeah, so if you go talk to your master, she'll tell you. I've petitioned the Jedi Council to allow me to go to Garing and start investigating this matter. While meanwhile, we're going to keep Elise and her family safe here at the temple.
Good. And what of her plans to organize resistance?
Well, first we need to investigate whether there really is a hut and what's going on. But I'm not sure that organizing whatever sort of rebellion she has planned would be necessarily the best idea. You'd have to talk more about it with her, I guess. At this point, the council has mainly agreed to information gathering. Unfortunately, we're stretched so thin, this is the best that we can do.
Yes, I wish we could do more, but at least we're doing something now.
Yes, if you and your group weren't so busy, I would suggest that you and I go to the city and to investigate this.
Yes, but there's quite a bit going on.
Yes, I can see quite a bit of chaos around you and your group members.
So many things happen with this group and this mission that I don't know how to deal with.
Well, you just have to trust in the Force.
Indeed. Well, may you fare well in your mission to investigate this, and may the Force be with you.
And may it be with you as well, and also with your companions. You'll need it.
Indeed. It was good to see you again, though.
Yes, it was wonderful to see you as well.
Hug.
I see that you've constructed a second lightsaber with the crystal that I gave you.
Yes, and in the old temple, I discovered another crystal. I'll bring it out and show her.
Oh, this was an excellent find. People have combed through that temple many times over the years. She must have looked hard and gotten pretty lucky to find this still intact.
Yes.
Did you find anything else?
There... I just explained... let's just say I explained finding the... well, the dead... it was dead? The,
Holocron.
holocron?
What? You found a holocron inside the temple? Where is it?
I believe Picard still has that.
Well, then you must get it back from him. That is a very valuable Jedi artifact. Also, speaking of which, lots of us felt a strange disturbance in the Force during your knighthood ceremony. And when we went to look, your ship was gone. Can you explain that?
That is when the left
Flashbacks.
for Thela.
Flashbacks to someone dying because of knowing this.
I don't know that I should go into much details. He is rather protective of how he does that.
I see. Well, it seems like this Picasso person is someone we should get to know better in the future, and get him to return our holocron.
He is an interesting one, alright.
He must be quite powerful in the Force.
User
Yes.
in your channel timed out.
Kylar. Oh dear.
User entered your channel.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Ugh.
John, do you want to do anything in the hours that you wait for them to show up?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, so now they've shown up and you've all boarded the ship. Dirk says, "Welcome back, guys. You seem to be in more of a one piece than I am."
That'll happen when you fall out of the upper atmosphere and nearly splat on the planet below.
Could have been worse. Seeing
not
as there was
so
an entire
sure.
Sith cruiser. I mean, there was an entire Sith cruiser, after us.
I mean,
Anyway.
you're right. You're right. The creature could have appeared.
Yeah, that would have been a lot worse.
And now I am wanting to smack him on the back of the head.
Alright, are we ready to go?
I believe so. You might want to leave the temple by more normal means first. You drew a bit of attention last time.
Wait, what?
The ship suddenly disappearing. Let's get into orbit or something first. By normal means.
I need to go do something first. And it runs out.
Oh no.
Because we don't have time for this.
And he stops right at the bottom of the ramp or whatever, and it's like, and with the pained expression, turns around and forcefully marches himself back up and into the pilot seat.
We can always come back. Eventually. So you're assuming that if you can take out all the Jedi, then you guys will be able to take them down. Is that what's going on here? Seems like
No.
faulty reasoning.
But we'll try.
The
So
question
we're
is for
leaving.
who? And
This
well, I know
trip.
Kaz is in the pilot seat if we're all ready to go.
Hey guys, done with whatever you need to do here. Kalani, John, are you done?
Mhm.
Can we leave? Dell was asking if you guys were ready to leave.
As far as I know.
Alright, Prakash. I guess we're ready to go. And
I think Kaz makes a note of calling flight control and getting permission to go into orbit.
Yeah, flight control grants you permission, though they remark on the fact that you were barely here for a very short time.
Kaz cuts them off mid-sentence and takes off.
Alright, so once we get to Ventuine, we're gonna have to try and find this group that was trying to contact John, because they may be useful if we can work with them. If it's not a scam, which I don't think it is, but hopefully once we get there, they'll know about it.
Kaz thinks for a moment, then wonders, would we... There's nothing that would, make Sith ships want to fire on us right away when we appear in that system, right? We're just a random ship, right? That appears out of nowhere, right?
I mean, putting us farther away out of nowhere is probably a good idea.
I'm not sure how much control Kaz has over that.
You can always put us in like a really close system that's like a really short hyperspace jump. Or does it not have hyperspace? Did I miss that? This is just space worthy and not
It
hyperspace
has
worthy?
hyperspace.
Yeah,
Because
no,
we
I'm
might just run
clueless still. So after we get a little ways away from the planet, I will do the jump. And I just assume that we typically exit wherever the coordinates for exiting hyperspace typically are.
Okay.
I'm really good at rolling 32s, specifically 32s.
Does seem like that, isn't it?
I mean, it's a pretty great number.
Concept.
Also, think about this for a moment. I rolled a 12 to get 32.
Twice in a row.
Yes, but
Oh,
what
hey,
is
look,
32
the game's
minus
all
12?
here on the map.
What?
Ow!
Oops.
Hey, there's an orbiting Lexa.
Back to this planet that we totally left on good terms. It's gonna be great, guys.
We're on a completely different ship now.
Yeah, that's one thing. We we don't have to worry about that transponder thing. We were worried about it getting at Nar Shaddaa.
True story.
This is true.
I mean, to be fair, Dell's ship was destroyed a long time ago, so...
Yeah, but for the other stuff with the Void Skillet.
Okay, so you guys are hailed by the planet as soon as you appear.
What did you say? Sorry, I missed that.
So you guys are hailed by the planet as soon as you appear.
1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, question is, who's gonna be the one talking to them? I mean, I guess I will. They don't know my voice or anything, but before I answer, and I mean, before we even approach the planet to where they're going to be talking to us, who do we say we are?
John, you know more about the situation
Also-
here, I think.
Also, Dirk.
And Dirk.
This is an in-system
Poor
ship,
Dirk.
so I mean, we have to have come from somewhere in the system.
No, this ship has hyperdrive.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, that's what I said when you guys asked me.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Hello.
I'm sorry, guys. This is out of my lane. I haven't the slightest idea. Tell them we're here to conquer the planet. Maybe they'll just laugh and leave us alone.
Just John, do you even know where we need to land to meet with these resistance people?
I haven't heard from them in days and days.
Well, if our assumptions were correct, they were the people that we met near Lex's apartment, then
Yeah, I've
heading
just about
back
had
to
enough
that.
of your assumptions.
Well, it's better than just blindly picking a spaceport, right?
No, it's really not.
That's probably the last place we want to land. You know, do you have their number? Were they contacting you or something? Maybe you can get in
Last
direct
time I
contact.
spoke to him, he refused to give it to me.
Well, that sucks.
I don't know anything about how to get down
Although, wait,
onto the surface of the planet, but once we do, just land somewhere and wait for them to contact us. I don't
so
have any other.
in your last conversation, he told you to go to the spaceport at the capital city and then go to the cantina and ask for somebody. I forget what the name was. I need to go look.
What?
What do you mean?
Yes, we
what?
were also
I-
concerned. We
I
were also
copy and
concerned
pasted
about.
the chat into my notes, so it was something that he
Let me,
legitimately
What was
told
that?
let
you.
me just see here a moment. I think you're making this up on the fly as you go.
I think we all just
No.
got so distracted by
Let me just consult my notes.
by Emma trying to kill Alon that we all just like forgot
Yeah.
that interesting things were actually happening with this.
Listen, it's been so many sessions in between then and now.
Oh yeah, I've got it written down right here. Liar, liar, GM shenanigans.
That's a really interesting bar name.
Oh, you should read my notes. They're outstanding.
You should publish them as a supplementary guide to watching the episodes.
Put it as the comments.
Yeah.
Put it as the description of
Yeah.
the video.
Oh boy.
For instance, the last of the notes from the last session when I had to leave suddenly, the last sentence is, meanwhile, the two dinguses warp to the planet where the Sith villains live. Space battle results.
Now I'm just imagining some
Okay, here
redneck
are
with
my
a banjo
notes.
in the background while we hyperspace, while we teleport there.
Okay, so John said, why don't you come to the point already? If you've been watching me for a while, you know I have no patience for this nonsense. And then he said, there's resistance against the Sith on Ventuine. Come to the spaceport and ask in the cantina for Drem. And then you said, what spaceport? And then Dell interrupted you and then you asked again. He said, the capital city spaceport. And then you said, on Terrace, and then he said, on Ventuine.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that. I just don't remember the asking for Drem part. Okay, back in character. We need to go to the spaceport in the capital city and search for a man named Drem in a cantina.
Back to out of character. Is the capital city where we landed before?
It's too late.
Yes.
I put us in character.
Well, I'm taking us right back out.
How dare you?
I forget what the name of the capital city is. Let me check.
Okay, my wife's leaving Walgreens with her mom. She'll probably be here in about 5 or 10 minutes, and I gotta go help her get in, and that might take a little bit of time. So, could we maybe take a extended break, please?
Yeah,
Works for
like
me.
right now or when they get there.
I guess when they get here.
Okay. Yeah,
It
just
might-
let us
it's
know
gonna
right
be
when they
soon.
get here, and we can take a break. Yeah. So the capital city is called Goyoiken.
Now
is
we
a
know why
silly
we never
planet.
call it a name.
It is a silly planet.
Can you please repeat that name?
Goyoiken.
I'm changing the
And
name
this
of the
is where
capital
John
city.
lives.
Yeah.
Yes.
For a guy who hates complexity, I plan it.
Well played, John.
So I assume this is the city we landed in before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, I will... Assuming nothing else happens in between us exiting folding space and us getting hailed,
Shush.
I let them know that where we'd like to land,
Okay.
that
Yes.
sort of thing.
The other funny thing is that these notes on Ventuine are on page 40 of the GM notes, and we're currently on page 161 of the GM notes.
161. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of GM notes.
Okay, so you're hailed by the planet, and they say, "Attention, unknown ship approaching Ventuinian space. Identify yourself." And then a
I
little
quickly
bit
pull up
boilerplate
the-
attacks you.
Oh dear. Totally worth it.
I quickly pull up the ship's name. And tell them that we're looking for a place to land in so-and-so city. We're visiting friends.
Okay, please transmit your transponder ID code.
I do so.
This indicates that your ship is from Telos. I mean, Thana. Wait, what is... Yeah, wait, what was the planet? Was it Telos? No.
It was from... Telos was before Thanai.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is Telos, yeah.
Is that what they say?
Yeah. These records indicate your ship is from Telos. That planet was destroyed by the Sith Empire.
Well, I guess that's where it was from the last person we bought it from, but we hop around a lot.
Are you affiliated with the Republic?
No.
I'm assuming you all have proper travel documents that you can show to the spaceport authorities upon landing.
What do you mean proper travel documents?
You need to have documentation in order to land on the planet.
I look back at everyone. I've never needed documentation to land on a planet before. Beyond ID.
Well, as long as you all have your IDs, that may be sufficient. The Sith are increasing their monitoring of this system.
Okay, I guess I'll go dig that up before we exit the ship.
So where do the friends that you're visiting live? And what are their names?
Wow, no kidding. They really are stepping up security here.
No, we're meeting some contacts that had a business proposition, but we're meeting them just in the city. They're going to give us more information about where to meet after that. It's kind of a out of the blue kind of thing, so we're just going to check it out.
Can you provide us with these interim intel and communication logs?
I mean, no, it's personal communication stuff. I mean, we don't really keep a hold of that.
I mean, my Spacebook account logs comments I made 20 years ago, so don't see what the problem is.
Except it was all done verbally through communication, and we don't have recordings of them.
Well, very well. I'll just mark you down for level 2 inspection. Please make your way to the spaceport, and he sends you the location.
Oh, level 2 inspection. That sounds great. Well, I think we might be able to handle the inspectors, but we'll see how that goes.
There's just like creaking from our small army of cloaked droids in the back.
You put all of them on the
Alright.
ship? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
That's it.
No.
I gotta go.
No.
Well, they are
We're going out right
specialized
now.
stealth droids.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah,
luck,
that's it. What's in our
Up.
favor.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, we'll
Okay.
take our break now. I need to go refill my water.
That's the perfect place for us. to
Why did you
start.
put... No, I'm really regretting going